Hello everyone, my name is Renee, and I'm going to be talking about Rishi Sunak and Joe Biden recent meeting. Rishi Sunak and Joe Biden have announced a deal for transatlantic cooperation that moves the UK firmly into the US administration's economic orbit and marks a revival in ties after the turbulence of Brexit. Atlantic Declaration at a joint press conference with Biden at the White House, Sunak was explicit that the closer links were designed to bolster economic security in response to threats from China and Russia. Countries like China and Russia are willing to manipulate and exploit our openness, steal our intellectual property, use technology for authoritarian ends, or withdraw crucial resources, the Prime Minister said. They will not succeed. The declaration, published at the end of Sunak's visit to Washington, is in some ways little more than a series of economic mini-deals. Relatively few details have been revealed, and no attempt to estimate any overall economic benefit. However, globalism is significant, marking a shift away from the recent UK mantra of unfettered free trade in favor of mutual protectionism. The announcement also signaled the end of any hope of a full trade deal with the U.S., a key promise in the 2019 Tory manifesto. Questioned about the lack of a wider deal, Sunak said the declaration would nonetheless benefit UK companies and responds to the particular opportunities and challenges that we face right now and into the future. Labour said the Conservatives had failed to deliver the comprehensive trade deal they promised, PA Media reported. Responding of the declaration, David Lammy, the shadow foreign secretary, said Labour has consistently called on the government to secure closer economic ties with the United States to work together on the critical issues of our time, but this statement shows the Conservative government has failed to deliver the comprehensive trade deal they promised in the 2019 manifesto, or to secure the ally status under the Inflation Reduction Act that is so important for the automotive sector and for the green transition. While the Biden administration have enacted the Inflation Reduction Act to de-risk its economy from China and create jobs at home, the Conservatives have left Britain's cupboards bare. Biden benefits of the agreement, saying the UK could play a major role in providing the US with green technology such as batteries. In a welcome Downing Street, the president had warm words for Sunak's idea that the UK could become home to a regulator on artificial intelligence, AI, with a conference on the issue planned for the autumn. We are looking to Great Britain to help lead a way through this, Biden said. There is no country we have greater faith in to help negotiate our way through this. We are in lockstep. Science House talks that began with jokey exchanges in the Oval Office before a waiting mass of reporters, the declaration yokes the UK into economic policies that some of Sunak's ministers have labeled protectionist, for example, allowing British businesses to take advantage of US subsidies. After Sunak was feted with full diplomatic pomp, it also shows an inclination for Biden and his team to work more closely with an ally whose stock had fallen under Boris Johnson and Liz Truss. I agree with this. The Atlantic Declaration reaffirms the importance of transatlantic cooperation between the US and the UK in order to strengthen economic security, while also indicating that the UK has abandoned the idea of a full trade deal with the US in favor of protectionism. This shift in policy is a reflection of the increasingly uncertain global environment and of the US and UK's need to work together to counter perceived threats from Beijing and Moscow. The U.S. has been clear in its support for maintaining economic strength in the face of these challenges, as evidenced by Biden's call for increased public investment to maintain U.S. competitiveness. This deal firmly establishes the UK within the U.S. administration's economic orbit and could potentially open new opportunities for strong and mutually beneficial economic ties between the two countries.